Hello and welcome. Right, we've got to get through the night. I don't know why I left it like that, but it was about right. Yeah, the session length was about spot on. So let's go through till let's try to get through till the morning before if we've got enough cash. So let's go through till 4-ish. And then see if we've got enough cash to actually do this. I've given up on the palette for the time, and I thought it don't matter. You've actually done that thing now. This was a bit of a it's a bit of a strange one. That is the way that the game thinks about it. Ooh, that's the proper one as well. It's not even mine, because mine's not much more than that anyway. That is amazing. Now, if we hadn't already got anything else, I would have that. It's beautiful. I do really like it a lot. For a little time, it's my only skid steer that I like. It's only one of all the ones we've got. So what have I left as a thing? That'd be colours. Yeah, it's true. It's the only skid steer, and it actually works. It does. It's heavy. It is heavy, and it really does do. It's still slow, but it is an older model. But it really is very, very nice. Yeah, it's slowness is the only thing I'm not that keen on, but it's also very reasonable. So, and it is an older model, an old barn phone, so you've got to be realistic. You know, if you like getting one like that, then that explains why you're getting one like that. So I usually chuck it on top of a if we've got enough money, maybe we might get through till 8 o'clock, but we will, at least if we get through to 8 o'clock, we can actually sell it in the light, is what I'm thinking. Or maybe 9 o'clock. Ooh, the Rabba. If I had not got as many tractors as we got, I'd actually grab that. That's another really good, again, very slow. But again, it is supposed to be, you know, like an old tractor that is like, now that we will buy that. Oh, we can afford to buy it all in one as well. Now, we've already got one, or I would actually this is my absolute all-time favourite, like, trailed that we've ever had. It's such a beast. It's a beautiful bit of kit. And, of course, it's red and black as well, with a splash of green. So you can't really go wrong, I always think, with that kind of colouring. So, yeah, it's win-win for me. Yeah, it is mainly the colouring. And I think we've all got something like that where we... Oh, my life. Wow, that is going a long way back, isn't it? Yeah, Mr. CLP loves his green, and it's not just any old green either. It really is sort of quite a green that he likes. And again, it's a lot of his channel members were like, oh, it's horrid. Well, it's not. He likes it, and that's just personal taste, isn't it? Really, and a lot of people would think that my red and black's probably vile as well. Oh, my life! Wow, we did. We did like go a long way back, didn't we? We bought a lot of stuff. A couple of things that we're keeping. I'm not sure about the corn header, but we've got that special one. It's smaller but faster, so I'm not sure. Just trying to think. I mean, our sunflower fin is not that big, but like, do you sort of... What is the speed difference between this and that? It's a 5.7 metre. So nearly 6 meters, and that's like 10. There's an awful lot of difference. So that kind of thing would maybe be faster, and it was ever so reasonable. So I was thinking, do we keep that? I think we probably should. You know, we've already bought our flatbed now, otherwise I might actually keep the Goldhofer. And actually make use of the Transstar that we've actually just got, but we'll stick to the plan. It is a strange island for like this kind of... Now they're going to hit the wall. Could do with moving the flatbed out of the way. I think we had the telehandler over the back, didn't we? So we need to grab him back. It's back. My prices should be fixed. We'll have a look in a minute. Yeah, I hunted down every last thing. I'd forgotten. I'd also got an oils for all the oils too. I know those are the grapes and oils is very similar. The oils is without the grapes, so they're very similar like thing really. I don't know why I did the oils one, because really the grapes and oils already covers it, and you could just like leave the grapes alone. Yeah, again, sometimes it's just the way things go. Then we don't want to like, but we do need to repair it, so let's repair. Nearly. It's not quite in the right place. It wants to go back a little tiny bit. No, you'll not repair it for there unless it's in the square. Them's the rules. Yeah, please don't sell it. €1. Not bad. Not bad at all. It's weird when it does attaches to the weight, the pictures, but it does sort of depict to you which one you're on, which I actually quite like that. You don't see it with many things, but I always see it with my weight, so I don't know why. It's good. Right, I think, do we need... yeah, we're going to probably not need the weight now for these trail things. Yes, I am wondering, do we keep that? Because I'd still think that 10 meter is going to be faster for the sunflowers than the much smaller header that we bought. But we ought to like look at it, because Mark Thor is Mark Thor after all said and done, and you don't know like what sort of speed you're going to get from it. If it's like twice as fast anyway, now that we need to be on that, then even that would still be faster than the bigger header, and that's my point. I need to like check it out. Let's have a look. Yeah, we'll have a look in the that was a good price for that as well, the IX track. So then we want, I think we should be able to grab this with a 3-point. Yeah, there's a lot of that going on at the minute, where there's like invisible bumps, yeah, like that on that aren't really there, but they are. The game is doing them, and it's on every map. So I'm not thinking it's a map thing. I'm thinking it's a game thing. It's rather disconcerting, to say the least. Yeah, there we go again, hitting another invisible bump. Right, so then lorry back. This is, yeah, the gold offer was cheap anyway, but we've also got the Haw or How. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I don't know if it's a Haw with a silent E or Howie, or yeah. I'd have thought Haw, but I'm not sure what the E does to it. It could be a silent E, or it could give it a bit of a sound, or I'm not sure. Oh, no, that's cheap as well. Now I've got the lorry. And the lorry back. And that lorry. Yeah, it's two lorries. It's a nice lorry, this is. I keep talking about it, but then I'm not. There's the hook lifts are, well, even the trailers aren't working properly, so I'm like, oh, it's a broken system at present. So all these beautiful lorries, they're just like, I just think, oh, yeah, because I used to love Pepe's in FS25. His was the only one that had a rear hitch. But obviously Giants have done it, and there's others now that have got it. I think it's really amazing when they do include that feature. There we go, over the visible bump again. Fantastic. So up to 423,000. And we kept the corn header. Let's have a look now. Is that a sensible move? Let's have a look. So we want special headers. Special headers, I think, would be the blue ones. So this is 11 miles an hour versus 6. It's double. Almost double. So for saying that 6 is going to be more like a 12 then. So actually, strangely enough, that one is faster. Yeah. Or 1 mile an hour slower, but you're then going to cover almost twice the yeah, so it's almost the same then. You could say, all things considered, that so really you may as well stick with a smaller one. Yeah, the other thing is I'd like to try to see is if the straw swath is thicker with that particular one. Let's just stick that like that. Yeah, so we're no better off. So we may as well stick to the other one, really, is what I'm thinking. Alright, and it was, yeah, no, it's about 40 grand. It was definitely good for that kind of length. So that puts us right up to 472,596. Now, I have, as I said, I have tweaked the prices. So, it sort of shows a bit how that... Oh, no, you can see that damage did definitely damage our field. Now, that at least proves that... Oh, and field 4 got a bit of a slash as well. So it actually started right close to us. Well, I don't mean it funny, but it's fair's fair. It really is. Well, field 3 got missed completely. We got a bit of a side swipe. We could see a little, but I did think, well, was I imagining that? But I'm not imagining that. That's legit. So it went a little bit further into the field than we actually thought. And it is fair. You can't expect, like, not. That's why I had these features on. Now, we did, I think, yeah, no, we did fertilise and everything. I remember. So this is now first growth stage again, and 100% fertilised. Growth 2 of 4. Yeah, I think it grows automatically to that first one, I think. It confuses me. Yeah, the way they've done it now, it's like not as obvious as it used to be. Right, so then the prices, I believe, is what we're going to look at. So we should now see that my olives with a picture that's different to the normal olives is now, unless of course the game does treat it differently, because I did hunt down everything. I moved out one. The greenhouses were causing issues as well. I didn't realise I'd got one greenhouse, an older one that was also just olives with olives 1, so that one as well has been changed, or moved actually. I thought, I don't think there's any Let's Plays got that, and if it has, I'll tidy it up. So olive oil. But it's shown as July. It is shown as a peak, so that is strange. It's shown, yeah. So no, it is actually showing that the top price is 3218. So actually, it has done it. Still showing January as the top, but that's, to me, looks more like some sort of thing. But yeah, so 2.9 versus 3.4, a little bit higher. I have drawn it down quite a lot, so I put it to 2.6 above like the market value. So basically 1 is the baseline, and obviously it varies. You've got to like pitch your price at the price that it should be at. So this is obviously a journey of discovery. So 3.4 is only 300 more. The other thing is, you've got to think, is there are low-end olive oils and there are high-end olive oils. So a bit of a price fluctuation in something like that is quite possible. So yeah, that's similar. It is, but mine's a lot more. Yeah, 2.3 is the lowest, so mine is higher in that. So I need to knock it down a little bit more, but it's not too terrible. Olives, though, this is the one that was. So it is sort of picking it up. It's picking up some of the fat, and it's also showing you, no, it is saying this is at the lowest. So I think it's, I've always said this, the grass I'd figured this out in FS22 that when prices changed, it never changed instantly. You see that? So I think that's wrong. It is showing us that our low price right now is that. Well, that does go to show that my olives are about right then. So this is sort of like the remnant, like, because the graph is like depicting all of it, but I don't think they are worth anywhere near that now. I think that is actually where it should be. Right, smashing. Excellent. Right, so then we're getting there. Finally. Right. So the grass is not ready. It's July. When is our first crop ready? Well, yeah, we missed the canola boat. The rice, I think, is late. Not really late, but it is next month. So the rice may be first, and the sunflowers, we all know, are very, very late. Yeah, so, and then there's the grass. One last time, I should say. So really, all we've got to do is go through till tomorrow, and we can do the rice with our bigger header, the 10.8, I think it is. Right, excellent. Oh, does that mean that... I think that means our sunflowers are worth the most right now. Olive oil is... Yeah, it is. It's June, and it is showing June now, so that's good. So we need to shift this. Pig food is all right because we're going to do pigs. I think we're quite close to being able to do the pigs now. Did we do the digestate? I don't think I switched it on. No, I don't think I did. We actually did the water, but I don't think this will have called for the water, so really it'll not. So how much grass have we got? Oh. Huh? We did put the grass in here, or has it done it already? No, it wasn't switched on. It can't have done. So where's the grass then? We didn't put it in there, did we? I might have done. So I need to tell the grass to go. My bad. Do you know, seriously? 73,000 litres. Why would you do that? And of course the grass is way, way down. Or I've missed it. Nope. Distribute. I do like the way that all the mods are definitely working though. So should be water goes across, and that should go across in a bit. So we've got to get through this month to August. I think what we'll do is we'll do the last cuts on this grass, and then we're going to put the pigs down, because at least I don't want to waste the digestate that we're going to get from it, but it's too valuable for us to... we're going to do like a basic pig thing where we don't take up the entire field. We shall see. I'm going to say, well, it is possible, I suppose, to put the pig, because it is a grass field. Oh no, because you'd have to cut across the... No, what is... We could always move the mobile home. How much would you get for it? I suppose we could sort of do that. We said we were calling in the builders anyway, like a long time ago, last month, and we didn't actually do anything. We could shift that over there. And the pigs actually could go in this section. Well, we'd have to leave a bit of room to get to the pond, because that is important. Well, not really, because we've like drawn a tap from it, so it's only the pipework under the ground that really matters now. So how much would you get for selling this? We will, whatever this costs us extra, because this is us just moving it. Now, we all know, I know I say mechanics rule is king, but in a way, I suppose we ought to obey the rules. That's what I always mean when I say that. Right, okay, so we need to shift that out of the way. The little... We're not really stopping anything. That's what I was thinking. This is quite a big sort of slab, but it's one of those that if you like did a few wrong moves, you really could. So I think we're going to need to put it down in B mode, I would say. Right, let's try again, shall we? Are we going to put the same one down, or do we put our little... We could put ours down, a little one. Yeah, this is something that's intriguing me. When I get better at modding, I'd like to have a go at the constructables. Yeah, I'd quite like. There's quite a few of the Mod has done some really interesting buildings. Yeah, I really do like that was the original, I think. I don't think I've put them in, but that's really quaint. Really quaint. Cement, stone, woods, furniture. Yeah, I like it a lot. So I think, again, I saw Miss CLP do a thing on it right back in the beginning. It seemed to take a long time to actually build, and I thought, it's a good idea, but it's typically long-winded. And you needed complicated things like the furniture and stuff like that, which I know it's realistic, but yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I think some of it's better to be left to the imagination, because it takes too much. So we could stick my little one in. And it really won't take up a lot of room. Not that we've used it a lot, but I mean, I'm quite sure we would. It doesn't like it like that, so let's do it at a slight angle. Fantastic. So we have a house. A little house, admittedly, but we do have a house. We do indeed. So we have a sleep trigger. Yeah. Excellent. Well, we could actually use it if we are here, aren't we? We just want to speed up. Yeah, I prefer doing it the other way. I've got so used to doing this now. We're doing all these extremes and everything. So let's go through till about, say, 2 o'clock-ish. Maybe 4. That's a little bit whizzy. Valmet and the Unimog. If we weren't so many tractors already, I'd actually would have that. Is that the... Oh, no, I think this is the Giants one. No, I'm not sure I would. Is it made by Giant? Yeah, it is. I thought it was. No, I've had it once. I was not that 19,000. It's out of our price range, as in too low. We did say we wanted a low horsepower tractor. Yeah, I was thinking more like a 150. That really is very low, so... although that doesn't mean to say it couldn't be upgraded. It was not a bad price. Let's move this out of the way a little. We're a little bit in the way. Yeah, we are bursting in out of the seams, really. That's because I've not shifted everything out of the way. To be honest, it gets like this quite frequently. When you do the sales a lot, obviously you like buy a few items. Before long, you actually fill the entire shop. It's sort of quite... Right, so... Valmet. It was a good price. It wasn't... But it was reasonable and so fast as well. Let's have a look. Can it be upgraded? Because we're still nearly 500 grand. If it can be like gone a little bit higher. Engine. Yeah, and the only thing about chipping one so weak as this, if you can, it only like does like 110 horsepower would be 11, be 22 horsepower. So it's really not terribly. No, it's not. I agree. It's a little bit on the weak side. I'm surprised I put that tractor in. I'm not a massive fan of that kind of thing, but I do like them with ultras, so probably was that. Right, so 1610. Let's put my light on. Ready to go through the night. Let's go through till 12 o'clock. Still not got our stone picker. Yes, some of them they come absolutely really, really late. Oh, my favourite all-time tractor. And it's a very good price. It is. It is a very good price. Can we afford it as our last tractor? It would be nice to have it. It's a 374 to begin with. That was my normal. That takes up a little though. So let's just buy it as is for now. And this could be like if we get something big and we need to sell something, it could be that we actually go for. So yeah, so that's the only other thing we can, it's in our range. Excellent. Now let's go through till about 4-ish. And oh, now this I like a lot. So that does liming, fertilizing, and so this is the other one, isn't it? So we will buy and sell it. I like the one that seeds as well. That is quite special though, because obviously, oh, it is the dry. Of course it is. Yeah, and I think you can go unrealistic. I like the way it's put fictitious as well, because you could physically make a tub twice as big as that. You just obscure your window. Which, to be honest, it's got mirrors at the side, so, and it could have a camera fitted at the back quite easily on modern machines. So it's not beyond the realms of, you know, like really ridiculous. It could actually be like that. So let's just buy it. Right. And 12 meter. Is it worth the extra? I know, like, it is a good header, though, for us to actually have. The others, that's the right colour and everything. And I know everybody else does like that, so. I think this is one you can't get rid of the tie. No, I think you can. You need to, like, change to... Yeah. The beacon light, I think, is what you can't get off. I think it's got like loads of them and they're all 1,000. So, yeah, you're stuck with you. So 131 horsepower. But that's not cheap. Like the voucher was 40 grand. That was like, you'd think, oh, yeah. Now we can now actually afford these two. So the money is so low that we've actually gone into that range. That's quite heavy, but yeah. Ooh, you're right. It's very close, though, in my defense. Very close. The only thing is the black headers go with anything, because black's a colour that really will go with any other colour, so the yellow and the black would still look alright. I am a bit loath to like lose like that much meterage. 10.8 is quite a bit, you know, of a loss to a 12. I think, I mean, 12 is, it's a good size. We could really do with, I just want to see how much I know the yellow one was cheap anyway, so oh no, we're going to do that the wrong way around. So let's like twiddle around so that the header can be picked up. Oh, I thought I was going to like escape from that. Right, let's sort this out properly. So we're keeping the black tractor, we think. Yeah, at present we are keeping it. Wow, there's way too many of these invisible lumps. They're not always there, though. That's the weird thing. I don't get it, because I've been all over this car park a lot. I think I'm actually hitting the tractor. I think that's what the block... Yeah, going over the invisible... Okay, so some things have got to be... Oh, we didn't buy the bender because we didn't have the cash. That's what I was thinking. I can't see the bender. Nope, you can't because you were short by a few euros. No, that's not what I want to do. I'm getting out and straight into the... Yeah, I'm getting all disoriented again. Now, if we stick the go whale on... It's a small, light tractor, though. It's the only thing with this little range. It's a little bit... no, all way. So this... Why do we need to repair the big one? So let's just, like, let that for the big one. Sure, it's a bit of a stretch, or a bit... Right, okay, let's grab the biggie, repair it, and grab the bed note, and see... Yeah, we're obviously taking a massive chunk of our cash, though, with this. The loss of 160, so... So let's not repair it just yet. We're not out of the woods. Yeah, so 3's is still not bad though, nearly 400 grand. But it's if something comes along in the next few hours. So let's go through till 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock was still just about doable. It's still light at that time on August. Right, brilliant. So then, anything more? The Stroutman. Another. Yeah, so that is definitely... Ooh, 300,000. I like this one a lot. I do, by Hispano. Yeah, no, it's good. I've had it on one Let's Play, and it's really brilliant. I love the spreaders or the 24. I hate it when they're little 8 meters and 12s and stuff like that. And potatoes. Excellent. Right. So then, yeah, let's use you. Repair it. I think we've got away with it, really. So the last member of the team, as far as I'm aware, unless like in time we find that well, actually we do need more, but we could still do with a little tractor, like a 150, something like that, just for the animals, the pigs. I just think it's a bit of a waste to like put one of our the biggies like in use all the time with that. So right, let's grab this. Ooh. So what is our final tally, and is our rice ready as we think it should be? Oh, wow, yeah, very close to 400 grand like we said. Let's have a look on the map and see, is the remnant of... No, we're not on about that. No, we're not on about Sunflowers. That's a long way off. We are on with that field there, which looks terribly ready to me. Are we doing this ourselves? Now, of course, the only bad thing is about having the 12 meter is it needs to have a trailer, but I'm not really terribly upset about that fact. Yeah. Yeah, we can't grab it like that. No, we need to... So we need, like, somebody... i.e. the telehandler, to stick that on. We will go down this one because it's closest. We are right near it. fact, no, he's already hooked up to that. No, let's just grab the one that's not hooked up to anything. Yeah, this can have the flatbed. Right, okay, so header. Yes, I wanted to do some modding this morning, but I'm just still not feeling right. So I thought, nah, just get on with the content. It'll all come good in the end. I'm still tweaking a little. You need a lot more mental energy, I think, for the modding, because there's a lot of thought goes into things, and the creative side of things as well is another sort of aspect of it. No, we do need to repair this. We do need to repair this. It's about right in the middle. We could reverse this to the... We could actually. We still didn't sell the smaller one, did we? Apologies for that. Yeah, this is another thing as well that started to happen. Like rotations. Weird rotations where you can't, like... Yeah, there's just something definitely not right. Like... Oh, okay, well, we'll do it this way, because, like, it's been awkward. Repair. Whoa. Have I turn up my sensitivity on my, like, gamepad or something? Because all of a sudden I've gone uncontrollably... it's not showing the... Ah, it's because it's strats. I think I have. I must have pressed V or something. Let me just have a look at the player speed. Increase... What is the speed? Times 3. Standard speed. Yeah, I had. Okay, let's just... Wasn't in the range. Right, let's just sell the old one because I know what I'm going to forget. We probably will have lost a bit of value, but it was all my life very reasonable anyway, so can't have all things. I think we're going to have to time-lapse this, though, because this is a bit of a it's going to be a huge session. I don't want the session itself to be like monstrous, but I think it'd be a short session if I just did up to this very moment. So yeah, I think we'll time-lapse the rice actual harvest so that we can squeeze it into this session, so it's not like a double session. Right, so let's see. I know we're not going to get a lot for it because we didn't pay a lot for it. Right, so then let's do it. Let's go into a time lapse. Let's get this sorted. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, I don't think that's too bad. Nearly 41,000 litres of rice. Yeah, it was not without problems. Yeah, did not like that header at all. It's strange because obviously that header, I've used all of the 12-metre headers on my... there were points I was thinking, I wish I'd have get my harvester. It would have coped with this really well. Really was digging into the ground and everything. It was 0 miles an hour at times. I thought we're going to have to do something, either get another header. If I'd have realised, I don't know that I've had that class in FS25. I've had a similar one in FS22, but I'm not sure if I did all of the head swapping. I've done a lot of like tests, an awful lot of tests in FS25, and obviously the one I've used the most is my own is my own harvester an awful lot of time, and it handles this 12-metre Massey. Obviously being a Massey, well, you say that, but the game wants you to think, yeah, they'll realise as well. I went out on a limb. I thought, I'm sure it's not right. I think the instructions are a little unclear. So what it really means is if you buy or sell any more land, it's going to stop the pump. So you really should stop the pump if you're going to like buy and sell it. And I presume it means land. It's a little bit unclear. I presume it must mean land. That's the only thing that makes any sense to me, that it means land, whereas it says do not buy or sell. What? Do not buy what? I presume you mean in land. With it being a land, it clears the land of water, I presume. I just think the instructions are a little unclear because it's a bit ambiguous, and therefore definitely you don't necessarily know. So really we either need to have a look at the class headers and probably order a special special one, I think, because it does not like that at all. So let's have a look at the class ones and see if we can actually order. Yeah, not New Holland class. $9. So that one was probably the biggest one. Oh, no, we have the 13.8. So it is meant for this one. Gordon Bennett's a bit expensive though, isn't it? Ooh. We did very well. I wish I'd not sold that other one. Okay, well, if it likes this header, we will buy it. Yeah, we can't have that again. That was ridiculous. So do we sell that in advance? A bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. Even if it's a struggle, it actually works. So then, we now need to stick our right. And I do realise I've still... Why did I not sell the olive oil in July? Grape juice, when is that? Let's just switch this on. One thing at a time. Rice oil, rice. Excellent. And we will say spawn as well, even though we've not made any yet. We'll also do that too, and we will stick that on because it's soon gonna be like next month, October, I think. Yeah, so how much is it worth now? Now that I've dropped the ball again, is it really? Pig food's worth a fortune. Olive oil's on white, so it's terribly well, it's 400. It's still at a very high price. I'm wondering whether we just like get on with it. Well, we're gonna have to take the header off and do some loading, aren't we? I would say. I think we will. We're still going to get that sort back with the bonus we get off hours anyway. I just think if we wait till next year, it will really dip. We're not that far off where we should have been. So I think next session we will crack on with, and that should seriously bring us an awful lot of cash in. Yeah, an awful lot of cash. Yeah, this is one I really do love doing. So you get this huge cash payout like at one time of the year, which is what often happens with a lot. The grape juice is January, so that one will wait. Digestate, we've got 37,000 litres, brilliant. So we can now start to switch on. Are we going to do seeds, I think? Or we get mineral feed's a good earner, but I think we've already got the good earner covered. I think seeds, which is wheat, water, wheat, oh, you need slurry. Oh, no, there's another one. Oh, no, it's all slurry. Oh, I didn't realise that. It's a long time since I've used that. So this is one of the few ones that isn't digestate friendly. Most things are digestate. I suppose I probably did it to equalise that a little bit. Well, we could do it when we get the pigs then, if we do it if that's the thing, because we've got a load of wheat. So why not? I've got a load of silage. And quite a bit of digestate, 20 tons of wheat. So I think yes. I'm not sure whether if we're going to go self-sufficient, whether we actually make our own sunflower oil into diesel, so that we've got like, and put a tub down. Well, no real need to put a tub down, because that has got like liquid tanks in it, so you can keep the diesel in there. It's not really going to hurt. Not really. That's why I very rarely have them, because I've got all of the tanks, all of the production sites have got tanks inside them as well anyway, so liquids are covered too. Right, so next month also we need to do the grass. Oh, again, we unlocked the BGA already. We had already had that, so it must have gone backwards. I did think the water level was like rising again. I was thinking, I'm sure I can see more. So that we've already had that message. So it looks like it undoes your thing if you switch this off. So we'll leave it for now. We'll wait. We'll buy another field. I think we're going to have to switch it straight. Oh, wow. That's a load of straw as well. I was going to set the... Yeah, let's set the... one of our big tractors with the plough on that field, so that it... yeah, of course we have got our stone picker, even though we haven't got the one we ordered. We have actually got Black Sheep Modding's fantastic sort of stone picker, so when this is ploughed we can do that. So I'm going to set this going with a standard worker, so that next time it starts straight away. And I think that's not a bad place to be. I was sort of tempted to buy another field, but I will leave it a bit, let these pumps carry on pumping. The weird thing is, it gives you that message about the pumps when you come in, so it lies. It's not joined properly to the actual mod. It doesn't like say, oh, your pump's off. It goes, oh, your pump's on and it's balanced and you've got credits and all the rest of it, which sort of leads you to think your pump is pumping. And I keep saying this every time, but I'm like, for the last 2 or 3 sessions, I'm like, I'm sure that water is either higher or, you know, because it's all covered here, and I'm like, it's definitely not going down. And I do definitely concur that was definitely true. Right, let's leave that going. Mike, you are no longer blocked. That object has been removed. So I'm going to leave it there. Now, there's not going to be many more sessions. So I'm hoping to get like the most out of this as I possibly can, where we do. So I'd like to put the pigs down before we go, though. And again, all of these Let's Plays are all, the saves are saved in, yeah, and like I'm going to let you, the viewers, vote on which ones you want to continue. Otherwise, I just leave them as a short run. I'm enjoying this short run things, and I'm like trying to find out like like which ones I need to tweak and all the rest of it, and trying to fix a few things. I've done the door on this. It should now be right against the body, like it should be, and you should be able to see behind it. So I did that straight away. Did all the prices, so that's all looking good, and you can see the impact, even though the game doesn't completely do things properly. It's like, can definitely see it. I do like that wood on that one. It just really, it's a bit shiny, but you can see, really see, it almost brings out the wood knots and everything. It's quite nice. I do like, and the yellow's nice as well. I always like the grapes and oils. I need to do this a little bit better. It's a bit flat. It needs a bit more punch. The normals need applying. Anyway, enough of this modded talk. Yep. All that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.